Have you ever wanted someone to miss you so much that you're the first thought on their mind when they wake up and the last before they fall asleep? Well, you're in the right place, because today we're going to uncover the secrets of making yourself unforgettable. We're diving deep into Stoic principles that aren't just about creating a little longing, they're about transforming you into someone absolutely irresistible in their absence. Seneca once said, "Absence sharpens love, presence strengthens it." Let's explore how we can sharpen that love to the point where your absence is profoundly felt. And remember, don't skip any part, because each principle is a key piece of the puzzle in mastering the art of being unforgettably missed. Before we jump in, here's a little task for you: drop a comment below with the words on their mind tomorrow. It's short, sweet, and perfectly captures the spirit of our chat today. Plus, it'll be fun to see how many of you are playing along. Now, let's get ready to explore these powerful Stoic strategies that will make them yearn for your presence even more. Self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency. Now, you might be wondering, how does being self-sufficient make someone miss me more? Well, it's all about showing that you're complete on your own, which is incredibly attractive and intriguing in any relationship. Imagine this: when you're self-sufficient, you're not clinging or desperately seeking attention from your significant other. Instead, you're out there living your best life, engaged in your interests, and fulfilling your own needs. This independence can spark curiosity and admiration. Your partner begins to see you not just as a companion but as an individual thriving on their own terms. When you're not always available or leaning on them for your happiness, you create a healthy space in the relationship. This space isn't about distance, it's about giving each other room to grow individually. And what happens in their mind when you're not around? They start to wonder what you're up to. They recall how you handle things with such autonomy and poise. And guess what? They start to miss that vibrant, self-reliant side of you. So, embrace your self-sufficiency. It's not about pushing them away, it's about pulling them into a deeper, more respectful admiration of who you are. And remember, as you cultivate your independence, you'll find them keeping you on their mind tomorrow and many days after that. Emotional control. Now you might be thinking, control my emotions? I just want them to miss me. Well, here's a secret: mastering your emotions is like holding the reins of a powerful horse. It guides the energy of your relationships in the direction you want. Imagine this scenario: every time you interact, you're calm and composed, even when the conversation heats up or takes an unexpected turn. This level of emotional control doesn't just impress, it intrigues. Why? Because, as Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you display such strength, it leaves a lasting impression. By managing your reactions, you create an aura of mystery and depth. Your partner starts to ponder, what's going on in their mind? They're used to reactions driving your behavior, but now you're unperturbed, serene. This newfound composure makes them curious about your inner world, drawing them closer and keeping them guessing. Now, mastering your emotions doesn't mean you become a robot, it's about responding rather than reacting. This subtle shift means that when you do express your feelings, they're thoughtful, genuine, and far more impactful. And guess what happens then? They miss the warmth of your deliberate affection when you're not around. So stay cool, stay thoughtful, and watch as they start to wonder and wander back to you. Intentional communication. Ever wondered how just a few chosen words can make someone crave your presence even more? Intentional communication is your secret weapon here. It means choosing your words carefully, ensuring they're thoughtful and add value to the conversation. It's about speaking with purpose and depth, which can profoundly impact how you are perceived and remembered. Seneca once said, "Speak so you can speak again." The essence here is about leaving them wanting more of your insights, humor, and uniquely thoughtful way of expressing yourself. Picture this: every time you speak, you do so with the intent to connect, to understand, and to enrich the interaction. You're not just filling the air with words, you're crafting messages that resonate on a deeper level. This doesn't just make your conversations memorable, it makes them meaningful. And when you're not around, your words linger in their mind. Your voice echoes in their thoughts, pulling them closer even in your absence. By using intentional communication, you create layers of curiosity and interest. Your partner finds themselves reflecting on what you said, pondering your words, and yes, missing the depth and engagement of your discussions. They begin to appreciate not just the conversation, but the communicator, you. So harness the power of intentional communication, make your words count, and watch as they weave the magic of keeping you on their mind. Acceptance of absence. Here's a twist for you: how can embracing the times you're apart actually pull you closer together? It sounds paradoxical, but here's the catch: acceptance of absence can magnify their longing for you and deepen the connection when you're together. Think about it this way: absence doesn't just make the heart grow fonder, it also builds anticipation and appreciation. By accepting and even valuing the times you're apart, you demonstrate a strong sense of self and an understanding that true connection isn't about constant proximity, but about the quality of the emotional bond. As Epictetus put it, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. Free yourself from the need to cling and watch how this freedom transforms your relationship dynamics. Imagine implementing this. Instead of bombarding them with messages when you're not together, allow some breathing room. Let the silence between you spark curiosity and a bit of mystery. When you do this, you're not just another predictable part of their day-to-day. You become the highlight, the moment they look forward to. This principle teaches you to be comfortable with the ebb and flow of togetherness and solitude. It encourages you to find joy in your own company, which in turn makes you more attractive and intriguing when you're together again. After a period of absence, the connection feels refreshed, stronger, and more vibrant. So, embrace the moments apart and let them build a deeper yearning. Remember, absence isn't a gap, it's a space for growth and anticipation. Let them feel your absence just enough that they find themselves thinking about you. And when you reunite, the joy and appreciation for each other are palpable, making every moment together even more precious. Mindfulness in interaction. How can being fully present in your interactions make them miss you more when you're not around? It's all about making every moment count so vividly that your absence is deeply felt. Being mindful means engaging fully whenever you're together, listening intently, and responding thoughtfully. It's about being there not just physically, but with all your attention focused on the moment. This approach turns ordinary interactions into memorable, meaningful experiences. Marcus Aurelius once advised, "Do every act of your life as if it were your last." Applying this to your interactions means treating every conversation and every shared moment as if it could be the most important one. Imagine this: each time you're together, you bring an intensity of presence that makes every laugh richer, every glance more poignant. You're not just passing time together, you're making the time spent together special. This depth of engagement leaves a lasting impression that continues to resonate with them even when you're apart. By practicing mindfulness in your interactions, you create an emotional depth that makes your presence incredibly enriching and your absence noticeably empty. When you're not around, they start to miss the quality of attention and care you bring into their lives. They miss being truly seen and heard in ways that only you have made them feel. So, dive deep into each moment you share. Make mindfulness your secret ingredient in the recipe of making them miss you. Consistency in communication. How can maintaining a steady and thoughtful communication pattern make someone miss you more? It's about creating an expectation of quality and reliability in your interactions that makes your absence felt more acutely when you're not in touch. Consistency in communication doesn't mean bombarding them with messages all day, every day. Rather, it's about establishing a pattern of meaningful and reliable exchanges. Whether it's a good morning text, a midday check-in, or a nightly recap of your day, these regular touchpoints build a rhythm that becomes a cherished part of their day. As Seneca said, regularity is a sign of wisdom in communication. This regularity reassures them that you're thoughtful, dependable, and invested in the relationship. Picture this: even when life gets hectic, you keep up with your pattern of touching base. This consistency becomes something they rely on, a comforting and stabilizing force amidst the chaos of daily life. When you suddenly skip these interactions, your absence is immediately noticeable, and strangely enough, leaves a space that they're eager to fill again. By being consistent in your communication, you weave yourself into the fabric of their daily routine. When you're not there, they miss the warmth and security your messages bring. They look forward to hearing from you again, feeling a tangible gap when the expected message doesn't come. So, let's make consistency our hallmark in how we communicate. Stick to it, and watch as they begin to miss you in the little silences that your absence creates. Remember, you're aiming to be consistently on their mind tomorrow, not just occasionally remembered. It's about becoming an essential, reliable presence in their lives, even from afar. Purposeful living. How does having a life filled with purpose make someone miss you more? It's about being someone who is driven, passionate, and engaged in meaningful activities. When you live purposefully, you're not just waiting around for someone else to fill your time, you're out there making the most of it. Having a purpose in life makes you more attractive and intriguing. It shows that you have goals and aspirations that go beyond just your relationship. You're someone who is actively contributing to the world, which makes you all the more interesting and admirable. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca suggested, our plans miscarry because they have no aim. When a man does not know what harbor he is making for, no wind is the right wind. By having clear goals, you're not only more directed but also more dynamic and compelling. Imagine this scenario: you share stories about your projects, your volunteer work, or your creative pursuits during your conversations. Your partner sees how lit up you get when you talk about these passions. This enthusiasm is contagious and leaves a strong impression. When you're apart, they find themselves missing the energy and inspiration you bring. They start to reflect on the exciting updates you'll share next and feel the gap when those conversations pause. By leading a purposeful life, you become someone who is always growing, always evolving. This makes every interaction with you fresh and fulfilling. When you're not around, your significant other misses being part of that vibrant journey. So, embrace your pursuits and let your purposeful living be a beacon. Show them that you're someone who loves life and is committed to making a difference. And remember, as you live with purpose, you'll find yourself on their mind tomorrow, not just because they love you, but because they admire and aspire to your zest for life. Moderation in emotions. How does keeping your emotions in check make someone miss you more? It's about creating a balanced dynamic where your emotional expressions are thoughtful and measured, enhancing the quality of your interactions. By practicing moderation in emotions, you avoid overwhelming your partner with intense reactions, whether positive or negative. This Stoic approach allows you to handle relationship dynamics with grace and maturity, making your emotional engagements meaningful and considered. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Applied here, it means responding to situations not impulsively, but with calm and deliberate action. Picture this: you handle disagreements with composure and express your affection in a way that is heartfelt but not suffocating. This balanced approach leaves room for anticipation and desire. Your partner knows your feelings are genuine and not just spur-of-the-moment emotional reactions. When you're not around, they miss the stability and depth of your presence, wondering about your calm, collected thoughts and looking forward to your measured expressions of love. Moderation doesn't mean being cold or detached, it's about showing that you are in control of your emotions, not controlled by them. This stability is hugely attractive and builds a foundation of respect and admiration in any relationship. So, let's aim to strike that perfect balance in how we express our emotions. By doing so, you'll not only enhance your interactions, but also ensure that you remain on their mind tomorrow as someone who brings peace, not chaos, to their life. Remember, in the dance of love, sometimes the quiet moments resonate the most deeply.